lined up.
It's lined up right
Don't knock any over.
there. And,
Hi. How are you?
Hey.
What's going on?
nothing. How's everything?
You ready to record?
I am ready to record. Hey, thanks for tuning in again.
Did you hit play?
Well, we'll find out afterwards,
All right,
I guess.
All right. We'll
But
give it a try.
anyways, yeah, we'll figure out what happens.
All right.
I don't mind pouring twice.
That's not a problem.
No, great. Thanks for tuning in again to another episode of American Whiskey Experience.
How's it going?
Pete, James. We're gonna drink some whiskey outside again.
We are, yeah.
It's a beautiful day out here in New England, so let's drink some whiskey.
Yeah.
What do we have?
So we have.
You pour, I'll pour.
So we have a
I'll
store.
pour.
We have a store pick from Wines and More in Milford,
Wines and More milk.
and this is an Eagle Rare 10-year
Yep.
single barrel. It's been open for about a week.
Yep, you
I did sample it a little bit.
did sample a little bit.
So it is.
I think I sampled. Oh no, I don't have this bottle.
You didn't get one.
I
You didn't get one.
got too many bottles.
Lucky I
What
did. Lucky I
sampled.
did. All
Yep,
right.
go ahead.
So it's straight bourbon whiskey from Buffalo Trace.
Yeah.
It is 90 proof. Again, 10 years. Mash bill is undisclosed, but it's Buffalo Trace Mash Bill 1. And I paid $34 for this one.
That's a great
So,
price.
great price.
If you
Awesome.
like Eagle Rare.
True. It's a great price for any store pick.
Yeah. I just don't.
I know you're not a
Let's
big
be
Eagle-
full disclosure. I'm not an Eagle Rare fan,
You dislike Eagle Rare a lot.
which is crazy because I love Buffalo Trace,
Right.
and it's the same mash bill from what we understand.
Yep.
Just aged 10 years.
Yeah, a little different in age.
So I mean, you're gonna get some more barrel out of it. The characteristics of the barrel after 10 years.
You
of the
always
aging
always
process.
call it metallic.
I do get a
You
metallic,
get like
yeah.
heavy.
Not the heavy metal.
No, but like a lot of tannins and like bitterness and
Yeah.
like that's kind of what I think. When you
Turns me off.
When we've had it and you've complained about it, that's like what you usually say right
Yeah.
off the bat.
So let's see what happens here.
Right?
So again, this is a store pick from
Wines and More.
Wines and More
In Milford.
in Milford, Connecticut. For everyone that knows Wines and More there, Corey and everyone there, the staff. I don't know about this. Eagle Rare. Keep making me drink Eagle Rare.
I think you're gonna like it.
It's going to change my thought process.
Swirly whirly.
Gotta swirl. Huh.
So I've had this. Obviously, it's been over a week. I've had it. I think 2 pours out of it.
Yeah.
But I think this is very different than your kind of standard Eagle Rare. So I think the things you dislike about Eagle Rare
Are not there.
are not there.
This was supposed to come out a while ago too. This pick, wasn't it? Like
I think it was
pushed back.
I think it was delayed. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I
all
think
of them that came out now recently were
Yeah.
all delayed. Yeah,
No.
COVID. Could probably blame Biden for that?
It's
too.
probably his fault.
It could be. Whatever. I tell you, the nose is nice.
Those are
It's
nice.
it's a very pleasant nose.
You get a little bit of sweet. You get some oak,
Yeah.
some dryness, a little orange zest.
You get some sweetness out of
You
there.
get
I
a
get
little
some
citrus.
Yep, citrus. The orange zest that you mentioned.
Yeah.
I'm picking that up a lot.
And
Could
like,
almost be like a
even like older oak, aged oak, leathery.
Tangelos.
Oh, that's like
Citrus.
That's like an adjective. if you will.
For those who like Tangelos or never had them, pick them up. They're delicious. Like little baby oranges slash tangerines.
so it's little
yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like that big.
Okay.
They're really sweet and juicy, but they have has that flavor. Or that nose.
That aroma.
That aroma.
Let's taste it.
You want to taste it?
Let's taste
What
it.
about color?
Oh, it's whiskey color, I think.
You know, you're spot on that
I am.
one.
I really
Once
am.
again, folks, whiskey color.
Right? Cheers.
Cheers. I'm going to give it one more spin because you know what I do. I'm the spin master. And the way it spins, you can tell how many years it is. And that's a 10-year.
Oh yeah, you count the rings, right?
Yeah, it's 10-year.
Your shot.
I want to think about this one for a while.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm not just going to jump into it and say I don't like it.
Well, you saw the label, so you don't like it.
It's not the way I wanted to start my day. Well, it's not my mornings, I guess.
Could be worse, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do get a lot of typical Eagle Rare traits. I think those sharper edges
Yeah.
are a little more rounded.
A little dull.
So, yeah, because I mean, I think like some of the things I don't love about Eagle Rare in general is that the super tannins. I don't like how sometimes it's really like sharp, dry oak, some bitter tannins that come through. On this, I think those notes are definitely muted. I think I get a little bit of that sweet, a little bit of like a little bit of toffee on the tongue. Yeah, there's some leatheriness to it. It's oily, you know.
Well, I'm gonna say, and I don't drink a lot of Eagle Rare,
Right.
so I've probably had a couple of bottles of it that I purchased in my life, and
Right.
maybe drank it a couple of times. I usually give it to friends and family or whatever. But I gotta say, this does taste different than the last bottle that I purchased, which wasn't a store pick; it was just a regular bottle.
Yeah.
You know, and I got beat up for it because I said it was no good, and you know, maybe it was a bad bottle. Who knows?
No,
Maybe it wasn't sealed properly or something.
I
But there was,
think I had that bottle.
Yeah, it wasn't that great.
No,
taste to me.
it was funny that you know the things that you point out that you dislike about it were very apparent in that bottle.
Yeah, but it's not here.
Not here.
Yeah,
No.
that metallic, that metalish taste to it, that aftertaste that just hung around afterwards that wasn't pleasant is not there.
No, that bottle you had, I guess, really had a lot of those bitter tannins in it. And to me, the finish was really like just not enjoyable. I mean, this I think for me is very enjoyable. Kind of hangs out for a while. Some oily coating. That again, that aged oak.
Yeah.
The back end, some spice in the back end, but not overly powerful. But there's a nice general flavor.
Yeah, this barrel pick is definitely different. It's got some different flavors to it. I think the characteristics of that barrel, you know, made the difference obviously in this than the regular bottle that I've had, or even I've had another pick too, and I didn't think it was that great. You know, about 6 months ago or something.
Okay.
I don't know how long ago that was picked, but someone had it.
Gotcha.
I do get a little bit of that hard toffee candy. You know,
Yeah, there's like
I can see that a little bit,
like
but I don't get like the chocolate.
like those clear ones, like in the yellow cellophane. Or is it
no,
more
more like a like a thin toffee,
like sugar daddies, like those.
maybe something like that. Maybe
Okay.
a little bit, yeah.
See, it's not that sweet. It's not
Not sweet though.
It's not
like
that sweet. It's not that,
Yeah.
The sweetness is very light. It's
It
not,
is.
Like I said, if you like sweeter whiskey, this is not for you.
Right.
But it's got some nice like that mid-level, light little vanilla, a little creaminess to it that kind of hangs out mid-palate for me.
You know, we always say like pencil shavings. I'm getting a little of that on the. Not that I don't think we have rate pencil shavings, but like
Lead pencils, he chewed on them.
a little bit. But I get that a little bit on there, which
Well,
you get a lot. I get it a lot on different types of bourbons and whiskeys and ryes and stuff, and I like that.
More so on the finish. Like I get that aged oak on the finish.
And that's what it is, the aged oak.
Yep.
I don't know.
A little leathery, a little aged oak.
Yeah, it's at the finish.
You know,
It's in the beginning of the finish.
it's kind of a very quintessential whiskey. Like it's just
It's not very heavy on the palate to me either. Like it doesn't. I know you mentioned that's oily and
it's
it sticks
oily.
around.
Like I said, I get there's a good mouthfeel kind of. It hangs out in the cheeks and gums for a while. So the flavor sticks around for me.
See, I think it's a little light.
Like on the finish or the palate?
Just on the palate. Yeah.
Okay.
So, it does it stick around on the gums and the cheeks like some others? To me, no.
I don't think it has that sweet, like syrupy coverage, but I do think
It's only 90 proof. We can pour some more. It's your bottle.
It's funny how that works, isn't it?
Yeah, my bottle. It's like,
Let me taste it.
you know, have you noticed too? When you bring a bottle over, the pours are a little heavier, but when I do it, my bottles are a little less. Did you notice that yet?
I have noticed
It's
that.
been a year now.
I have noticed that. Yes, yes, that is very apparent.
No, that's not true. I try to make it even. I think the nose is excellent on this. Probably one of the better nose that I smelled on an Eagle Rare in a long time. So I give kudos to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a nice floral. I get that citrus. I get that vanilla cream, buttercream.
for me, it's all about the palate. I just like the flavor. I mean, it's again, classic bourbon flavors.
Yeah, it is.
You know.
It's definitely the classic bourbon flavors. It's definitely an easy sipper to enjoy.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's only 90 proof too, so I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like you're crushing it.
For 90 proof, you get some good flavors,
Yeah.
some good spice at the end. Very enjoyable pour for me.
I'll tell you, there's no heat or burn or anything like that either.
No. So if I pour this for you blind, would you know it was Eagle Rare?
If I poured it blind, I think so. I honestly do. I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And if you poured it with like a Buffalo Trace, I would definitely know which one is which.
Well, I know that.
as well.
I know that.
Yeah.
But if I poured it blind, what characteristic here would give it away to you that it was Eagle Rare? Would it be the finish? Closing your eyes helps, I heard.
It does. That's what I'm doing right now. So it would
Spinning and closing your eyes, yes.
Yes. So it would be the finish, but I would the way I swish it around in my mouth.
You're swishing.
I'm a swisher.
Yeah, you
I
swirl
get-
and swish.
Yep. I get a little bit of that. Now I just got that metallic flavor as I swished it around in my mouth a little bit. I let it like soak
Really?
underneath the tongue, so to say, and it kind of gave me that, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't like before where it was like almost a drain pour. That it was okay, but I would pick that up, and it's because of the age
Is
in
that
the oak.
And again, that metallic, it is you think tannins, bitterness.
I think that's where it's from the barrel. Yeah.
See, I don't get
It's
this.
aged that long.
I don't get this.
Because think about it, how many bottles do we drink that are 10 plus years? There's not a lot out there in a good price range, because we try to pick bottles based off of that price and make brand awareness that there's some great stuff out there under $100
and availability.
And
too.
availability.
You want to be able to get it on the
So
shelf.
I mean, this is a 10 years, so maybe
Well, I think the
as it ages longer, you're going to get some of that more.
I think
obviously from the
I
barrel.
think the characteristics change. I mean, compare it to like a Russell's 10, which is similar price point,
Yeah,
that
was
35 range.
That was delicious.
Very different. They're different.
Yeah,
The mash bill is different.
Oh,
than,
yeah,
you know, definitely different.
What was the mash bill on this? Do we know?
This
Again?
was what did I say? Mash bill 1. I'm not sure.
Mash
I'm
bill
not
one,
sure.
that's
what
right.
the,
Yeah, so we don't know. For that.
Didn't give you a percentage. I don't
No.
think. But overall, I like it a lot. I do.
So here's my thought.
Is there a little more in there?
Mm-hmm.
Can I try it? Sometimes I crave a bourbon that isn't as sweet.
I get a little bit of bitterness now. I let it sit there for a little bit.
Like, cause you kind of can go either way there.
Yeah.
And sometimes I crave a bourbon that is just a little more drier, a little more oak versus a little more sweet. This I think is pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna sit down and be like, oh wow, I get melon and this on the palate and the nose. This is traditional. To me, this is traditional Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, aged 10 years, from Buffalo Trace. Good product,
Solid.
good service. I like it better than
better.
what I've had before from Eagle Rare.
Okay.
You know, and I think our palates are going more towards the store picks too, because they're like one-offs. They're a little bit different than the standard.
You like to
so I think that's why too.
I think you kind of like a little bit different. I mean, like don't get me wrong. But, the traditional stuff that the stores put out is some pretty good stuff. There is, but a little something different is always nice too.
So for $35.99, right? $35, $34.99, whatever it was.
$34.
$34. I would buy that.
Yeah,
And I would drink it, and I would enjoy it.
absolutely.
Would I go out and just buy a regular Eagle Rare? No, I don't know. I maybe I should try.
I would.
Maybe we should pick up a bottle of regular Eagle Rare and do a blind test for me of a store pick and a regular pick and see what the difference is.
Be interesting.
I don't want to use the bottle we have, because that bottle I think
That
is
bottle-
tainted. It's just not. It's not that good.
It's cursed.
Yeah. So, but I would buy it. I love the nose on it.
It's good. I like it.
I love the mash bill because I love Buffalo Trace. It's
You do.
basically Buffalo Trace, right? Supposedly aged 10 years, more or less.
Yeah.
So, that extra, couple of years, makes a difference, obviously, in the palate
Brings
and
in
taste
some,
for you.
brings in some different qualities.
Yeah, but
Again,
I think it's a great pick.
I like it. I'm glad I picked it up. I will enjoy it. Like I said, I'm the regular Eagle Rare. I've never been a huge fan because honestly, in our area, it's tough to find.
Yeah, and when you do find
And
it,
you
they
do
want to
find
charge
it,
you
they want to charge you an
$70-80.
arm and leg for it.
Yeah, it's not an
Which-
$8 bottle.
No.
They charge you $8 because it says age 10 years. What would you do?
Right.
You know, whatever.
So,
It's a great, honestly, price point wise. If you're buying it for $40, if it's a pick or not a pick, it's a great price for a 10-year. It really is. If you think about it that way.
I agree.
Because we've bought 10 years that are double that, and they're crap.
They're not as good. No.
Yeah. So, all right. So, I'm a fan of this particular pick. I'm not sure 100% on Eagle Rare, but that's just my personal preference, and you know how I always felt about that.
Yep. Yep.
But the nose is great on it. The palate's very good. The finish is very good. The nose wins it for me. Great nose on that thing. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, to me, it's just a solid sipper. I'm fairly content with it.
Yeah.
Again, it's a little bit of more of a non-sweet whiskey, so I like that sometimes. Sometimes I like to get you mix it up. So to me, it's a different flavor profile on the shelf that you can go to. So it's a win.
It's definitely not sweet. That's for sure.
Nope. Like I said, for me, it's a win.
It's got nice nose. I liked it.
Pretty solid.
Good job, guys. Over
Thanks,
at
Corey.
Wines and More.
There you go.
Yeah.
Check them out.
All right. So what do we got here? We got Facebook, Instagram,
YouTube,
Reels. We do Reels now.
Yep.
And this is Wines and More store pick, so you can follow them on Instagram, Facebook.
Yep.
They do Reels too.
They do.
Yeah, see, I'm not the only guy that does Reels. All right, everyone. You have a great day.
Stay real.
Yes. There you go.
Right?
That's great. We're gonna end it there.